All right, what's up, YouTube? It's BoxingWave, man. One hell of a weekend of fights, man. Great long weekend. We got two good cards, man. Good heavyweight card, good PBC pay-per-view card. Shout out to boxing, man. It was a good weekend. I had fun watching all of the fights yesterday. All right. Sorry for the lateness of the week. The videos. You know me. If I try to get here as quick as I can, man. But let's talk Dillian Whyte against Oscar Rivas. Okay. I did good with my predictions this weekend. I did all right. I think the only one I got wrong was the Dave Allen fight. I was way wrong with that one, but I did go with the predictions, man. This fight was a good fight. It was a nail biter. I was rooting for Dillian Whyte. I was worried that he was gonna fumble this mandatory position that he's been trying to get, and he came through. Got a little scary there, but he did what he had to do, man. So let's talk about the fight, man. First round was just them testing, filling each other out. Um, it wasn't really much going on. Dillian Whyte, second round, came out gunning with that double jab. That was He was painting Oscar Rivas' face with that double jab all night long and that straight right. He's punching right through his guard. We already know, like I said, Oscar Rivas, big dude, he's gonna come in with that high guard, and not a lot of volume. Okay, he's just looking to counter. He'll throw a jab here and there, but he's just looking to counter, looking to throw that overhand right, timing right, try to get us, try to get Dillian Whyte, catch him like the way he caught Brandon Jennings late in that fight. But Dillian Whyte did a good job, just pumping that jab, throwing hooks to the body. All right. The only issue that I had with Dillian Whyte in this fight was and I know what he was trying to do, but whenever he put his back to the ropes and sat there, he was trying to catch him with that left hook up top, not to the body, because the left hooks to the body landed all night long. All right, he was money on that. But as far as up top, every time he threw that thing on the outside, he was way off. It looked sloppy. It looked messy. He was just trying to. I see what he was doing, but anytime he put his back to the ropes, I thought it was a bad idea, man, because Oscar Rivas is just too big, too powerful, and once he started teeing off, Dillian Whyte would eventually move, but it was just too risky, man. I mean, he kept a good guard. Dillian Whyte's defense was good. Like I said, and this is why I picked him, because I see maturity. I see maturity in his game, man. And Oscar Rivas, good fighter, very dangerous, and he could probably beat a lot of guys up at heavyweight, but he's very limited. He's very limited, He was just looking to counter. His value, his punch output is just too low. It's too low. He's just looking to counter, and he caught Dillian Whyte, dropped him. It was scary because he was all over White for a little bit in that round, and he was definitely almost got him out of there. It was definitely a scary moment. I thought Dillian Whyte got a little too comfortable, and he needed that shit because he was just a little too smiling. He was toying around a little bit, and he got caught. He got caught. He stayed in the pocket a little bit too long with Oscar Rivas, and he got caught. You know, but Dillian did good, man. Dillian, I mean, he's been down. He's been down. He was down against Parker. He's down against Rivas now. He had two questionable fights with Derek Chisora. The first one questionable. Second one, he was down on points by the judges. All right, but you know what? He's found a way to win. He's only lost to AJ. All right, and gave AJ a good fight. All right, so um, Oscar Rivas, good fighter. I would like to see him again soon, fight another top fighter soon. I like him. I think he's a real legit guy. Just because he lost doesn't mean that he was just some. Nah, he's legit. He's powerful and he's dangerous for anyone at heavyweight. Especially guys that don't move really well. You know what I'm saying? I think a guy like a Parker maybe be able to outbox him. Dillian just beat him. But I think everybody else, he's pretty dangerous too. Anyone that he can get to, he's dangerous. He's always dangerous. He's good at countering, and his time is on point. Is just that he was very limited. He had one weapon, and he was trying to win off doing the same move over and over. Like, this guy is preparing for you all fight long. And I told you guys also in a prediction video, the reason why Dillian Whyte came in heavy is because He wanted to have that punch resistance, okay? He wasn't trying to be speedy, okay? He's already a high output fighter. He throws a lot of jabs out there, as you can see. It was all about punch resistance. He wanted to be able to absorb those big shots from that big, powerful puncher. And that's exactly what he did, all right? And he did well, all right? So I thought it was a brilliant game plan. The only issue I had is him laying on the ropes, you know, trying to get that left hook. I think he was throwing it a little too much. We all know that's his favorite punch. That's the arm he had surgery on and everything. He wanted to land that shot, but he was forcing it too much. All right, but good win. Now he is a legit mandatory. Now he's legit. The WBC finally did it. So all you people out there that were saying this, oh, he doesn't need to be this and that. Well, the WBC feels that he deserved a mandatory position without having to fight a Luis Ortiz and all this stuff with the title eliminators that you guys were bringing up. There's been plenty of other title eliminators, so guys that had opportunity to fight for the WBC title that didn't belong, didn't have the resume Dillian Whyte has. Dillian Whyte has the best resume as a heavyweight that's not a champion. And he even has a better resume. I mean, listen, you say what you want. I don't think he's the best. Guys, understand when I say Dillian Whyte's resume is sick, I'm not talking about what I think he beats Wilder or Joshua or Tyson Fury. I'm not saying he beats these guys. But what I'm saying is, as far as his resume, fighting Oscar Rivas, beating Rivas, Joseph Parker, okay, Derek Chisora twice, all right, and a long list of other fighters. He has a great resume, man. His resume is legit. His resume is legit. I mean, you know, I was just making a video about Tyson Fury. All right, if you remove Klitschko, there's nothing there that compares to Dillian Whyte, because you can't count Wilder because that was a draw. I'm talking about legit wins. Dillian Whyte has great wins, man. Tough fights, back to back to back. He has a good resume, man. You gotta respect it. You know, I was listening to a video by Boxing with Addy, great channel. Salute to him. I was listening to a video just a little while ago, and he was talking about Dillian Whyte and whether or not Wilder should fight him first. And to be honest with you, as much as I want to see the Tyson Fury rematch, I want to see it. I want to see it. But at the end of the day, I understand that Tyson Fury beat Klitschko. I understand he's the lineal champ. But he has no title defenses. Right? The guy won the belts and then lost them and disappeared for a while. Didn't even think he would come back. Salute to him. He came back. But what has he done since he's been back? And that's the video I made the other day. He's about to fight Gerald Miller, maybe. What has he done? Look at the people that he's facing. They are below guys that Wilder is facing, Joshua is facing. It's not right. Great fighter. No denying his skill set. But he's not fighting good fighters. He's not. He's not fighting guys anywhere near his level. And it's not right. And you got to be called out on it, just like everybody else. I call Wilder out for his shit. I call Tyson Fury out with his shit. Call anybody out when they're on their bullshit. That's what you got to do. All right, but Dillian Whyte, listen, I think he deserves a shot just because of the work he's been putting in consistently. He's consistent. He's not fighting no bums. You know, he's not fighting no bums. You know, Lucas Brown, he's not a bum. He's not a bum. But what I'm saying is he went a long way of being undefeated because he was getting by on who he was facing. He fought some real fighters, got knocked out. All right? But it was still a good win because he's the first to do it. You know? So Dillian Whyte definitely deserves a shot. They saying he has to have it by May 2020. So what I'm guessing, you know, I'm definitely, I understand that Wilder and Fury might fight 2 more times, but the way I see it right now, if Wilder is to beat Luis Ortiz in a rematch, if he fights Tyson Fury and wins, I expect Dillian Whyte to get his shot before that rematch, that third fight, that trilogy between Fury and Wilder. or whoever wins, he's gonna have to get that shot. You know, I was thinking the other day, I was like, oh man, if he fights Fury and Wilder fights through 2 more times back to back, you know, Dillian Whyte ain't gonna fight till 2021. I was thinking that, but I was like, you know what? If they say by May 2020, all right, that's different. Because he is legit the mandatory this time. It's not like he's a #1 guy without being a mandatory. He's legit mandatory. So we'll see. We'll see what the WBC do. We know how they do. You know. But good win, great win. What's next? I expect him to fight 1 more time before getting his title shot. And I expect it to be against, I would hope they would probably choose us off the punt, a touch. He doesn't really have anything to prove at this point. I would expect, I mean, for who's available right now, you just fought Oscar Rivas at 1. Man, you need to take a stay busy fight, but someone that's good, but not like crazy good, you know? Um, that's my suggestions, but no one that's like top 5, top 10 dangerous, absolutely dangerous fighter, you know? You know how many people thought Oscar Rivas was going to win that fight? A lot of people. A lot of people thought Oscar Rivas was going to win that fight and knock him out. I was even nervous. You guys saw me in my videos. All right, but great win. Good performance. That's the way you box and mature. And he proved it once again. You know, he ain't no joke. Feel whatever way you feel about him. You know. All right, so that's my thoughts. It's hot, man. New York is hot. It's 100 degrees like the last 3 days, man. It's hot. Anyway, see you guys on the next one. Peace.